Yo, I walk on. This your boy, Shitun, Legendary. Now you're probably wondering, Jada, why you on a half-naked orc in the middle of Satrath? That's because I have a guide for you today. Someone has requested the level 29 orc, or not orc, but level 29 warrior. And well, I've done just that today. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, that share with your people, join Legendary Clean, support the channel, become legendary. Now, one of the most important things to making a twink character, believe it or not, is not getting gear, but freezing your level. Let me show you how to do that. Just in case you have not the slightest clue on how to do that, you're gonna need to go to Stormwind Keep, right between Dwarven District and Old Town. You're gonna come back past Varian's Ridiculous Chair into the War Room, okay? The War Room is how you freeze your level. You're gonna go ahead and make a right, and boom, here he is, Bestin. I wish to no longer gain experience, is what it would normally say, but we already have ours froze, so. For Horde, you're going to want to come over to the Valley of Honor. It's this big green hut here. Okay, it'll be the first building you see. And you're going to make your way to the back. Okay, and right on his left, talk to the man, Slats. For 10 gold, you can eliminate your experience. Alrighty, now that you have frozen your level, the PvP will start here, because making twinks are expensive, and I know not everyone is here to do so. But if you are, get your snacky snacks ready, your writing boards, your clipboards, whatever you need, because we got a whole list of gear here, folks. And everything else you could possibly need, starting off with the helmet. At this level, you no longer need the lucky fishing cap. The only two things you should be looking at is boom, the Tuscan Helm, and bam, Frost Reaver Crown. Now, the Frost Reaver Crown has that lovely 15 stamina, 4 strength, and 4 crit, but it is a little tough to get your hands on. So for the time being, you get your hands on that Tuscan Helm for just raw power. With that agility, you get a lot of crit, tiny bit of armor if you care about that, and with all that strength, you get a whole lot of AP and a little bit of parry. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good move until then. Next up, we got the neck pieces. We got Bone, River Pride Choker, bam, Barbaric Iron Collar, Sentinel's Medallion, and Scout's Medallion. Scout being Horde, Sentinel being Alliance. These are going to be the first two neck pieces you probably get your hands on, just because they're pretty easy, unless you go to the auction house to get you a Barbaric Iron Collar. But I would say your best is going to be this one. It's going to be a little tough to get your hands on, but that good stamina, good strength. It's only 2 less AP than the Iron Collar, but you get a whole extra 9 stamina, which is pretty important a lot of the times. Until then, though, you'll more than likely be rocking the Sentinel's Medallion. Although you really could just pull up to the auction house for the Iron Collar. Next up, we got Shoulders. Okay, we got Boom. Forces Powderons. This is a Horde-only option, which is extremely unfortunate for Alliance because these are rated at level 41. Item level 41, so 8 strength, 8 stamina is a lot higher than normal, as you'll see with the next two options. Azure Shoulder Guards of the Bear. Azure Shoulder Guards as a whole, any one of the options really is good. This thing, these are like solely Paladin / warrior shoulders, because every option is strength, stamina, strength, agility, full AP, strength, stamina, crit, and strength, stamina, and something else. So any option you go for really is best. And the Shoulders of Power, they kind of lied to you. It says it only gives you 10 AP, but when I had got the shoulders, it gave me 20 AP. So if you want to go for the AP shoulders, you can. It's probably a minimum and a maximum. I just so happened to land the maximum, which was 20. After that, you could go with the classic Sparkle Shell mantles. Okay, but these are more of a vanilla option. You know, people went with these back in vanilla and TBC because these two options didn't exist. So for Horde, you're definitely going to want to go for the Enforcer. For Alliance, you're going to want to go for that Azure until you can get your hands on the polished Spalders of Valor. Okay, until then, you're going to want to get your hands on these. For Horde, it comes out of a quest. For Alliance, you can get it from Inscription, the Dark Moon deck. And for the Sparkle, you might be able to find them on the auction house if you want the more old school option. It is the higher of stamina option, so if you're going to go for like a flag carrying role, they're there until you can get your hands on the Valor shoulders. We got cloaks. We got the good old classic Tiger Strike Mantle, 8 agility, 7 stamina. Then we got the Enduring Cape, 2 strength, 2 agility, 7 stamina. Or you could go with the good old classic Parachute Cloak, 8 agility, and the reduction of fall speed. After all, at level 29, you now have the option at Arathi. And if things are going bad at Lumber Mill, you know what I'm saying, good old Parachute Cloak can and will save your life. But for now, we're going to be holding on to 2 of those. I'm going to be running with the, dude, I don't know actually. The Tiger Strike Cloak is great for that agility, that's that crit, a little bit of armor if you care about that, but if you want that extra strength, then the Enduring Cape. I'm going to go with the Enduring Cape just for that strength. Tiger Strike Cloak is a very good one though. I would say use that if you're trying to do some flag running, because that is, you know, agility does give some armor. I remember a little while ago somebody was like, if you think agility gives armor, then you need to stop playing the rogue. I'm like, it definitely does. All you got to do is scroll to the side. It says increases armor. He never replied, of course, because he didn't realize that, you know, people just talking just to talk. Next up for chest pieces, we got Avengers armor, shining silver breastplate, and a Horde and Alliance option, Brutal Habark, which is Horde, and Fire Hardened Habark, which is Alliance. This is a great option, even though it has that 1 hour cooldown. A burst of 30 rage when you're fighting another twink especially is always going to be good, so you can release a small burst of damage. Until you could get your hands on the polished breastplate of valor, of course. For now, I would say you're working toward the Avengers because it has a horrible drop rate, so until then, get your hands on the shining silver breastplate, which can be found out of the auction house, or you can make it yourself through blacksmithing. Hold on to these 2 in your bags to use when you're fighting up against other twinks until you can get your hands on this for the main breastplate. It's only 1 more strength and a little bit more armor, but I would say worth it. You know, as a twink, you're maxing out your stats as best as you possibly can until you can get your hands on the breastplate of valor. Once you get your hands on the breastplate of valor, you'll be having that. You'll keep these 2, or one of these 2, depending on whether you're Alliance or Horde. And boom, you know what I'm saying? Then these 2 chest pieces, you won't really need them no more. They have great strength though, so if you just want raw strength, then these are good, but you will be missing out on that equalized healthy strength, healthy stamina, and 9 extra crit, which is pretty important, I would say. Next up, we got wrist. Okay, get on my way. For wrist, we have 3 options. We got Jorgen bracers, or Jorgen. We got Pugliest, and we got Renegade. So Renegade are good for if you find them on an auction house. You want that 5-5, not the 4-5, not the 4-4, not the 5-4. You want that 5-5. It's gonna be hard to find, but once you do, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have the best of the best option until you can find the Pugliest and or Jorgen bracers. I'm going with the Pugliest, you know, more strength. But these 2 options do have a pretty doo-doo drop rate. Well, all 3 of them do technically. Because getting the 5-5, not an easy thing to do. Next up for gloves, we got the best of the best option. Grubbus Paws, which are extremely easy to get your hands on because these come out of a dungeon. Get them off the first boss. So, not much of a struggle. But if you just want something with raw power, can make the attempt to get the Gauntlets of Org Strength. 16 AP, 3 Strength, so what is that, 22 AP? So, pretty dang powerful, but if you just want something that's more realistic and well-rounded, Grubbus Paws most definitely are the option. For belts, we got the 2 best options. That's the Defiler's belt, that's Horde, and we got the Highlander's belt, that is Alliance. And just some background options, the Stone Fist Girdle. Although if you do get the Stone Fist Girdle, you will be missing out on one of the better shield options. So we'll get to that shortly. And then you have the Girdle of Golem Strength, much like the Ogre gloves. Just a whole lot of strength, a little bit of defense. But most definitely your best option is going to be your Arathi Bison belts. So, for legs, we got the Dream Singer's leg guards, true classic, much like the Sparkle Shell shoulders. You saw every level 29 warrior rocking those back in vanilla and TBC. The freaking purple legs with the green shoulders. You got silver bronzed leggings, which are good until you can get your hands on these. And same with the golden scale. You can, you know, the golden scale is also very good for strength if you just want raw strength. That's why I have that here. Plus, you can easily get these out the auction house. This is blacksmithing, and this drops off of random NPCs. Usually not that expensive, you know what I'm saying? But if you want the raw strength, you know, big 11. But if you want something more well-rounded, you're definitely gonna want to go with the classic dream leggings. It really depends on who you're fighting to. A lot of times, like I always say, you can keep multiple of these items. You don't have to have just one. You can have multiple for different occasions and whatnot. For boots, we have the best boots options. Okay, we got Defiler's Millgraves, that's Horde. Highlander's Millgraves, that's Alliance. And a good stamina option, the Cavern Deep Trudgers, but they are pretty hard to find and typically going to be kind of expensive. Well-rounded though, you're definitely going to want those Arathi boots, you know what I'm saying, for that extra speed too. For rings, we have Protector's Band, that's Alliance. Legionnaire's Band, that's Horde. Thunderbrow for great strength, a little bit of agility. Or you could go with Silver Lane for strength and a little bit of stamina. Really depends. You're always going to have either one of these as your main ring and one of these as your secondary. Really depends on what you want. I'm going with the strength and agility combo for a little bit of crit, a little bit of AP. And if you really just think you big dog like that, you can go with the Dead Man's Hand. Good luck though. I've been playing this game for nearly 2 decades and I have only seen this thing drop once. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I've only seen this thing drop once. And luckily, I was the person that won it. I was surprised when I won that. For trinkets, as you can see, we got a whole lot of options. We got the insignias. These are extremely important. And once you can get there, more insignias, but these give resilience, which gives you a little bit of damage reduction. You know, people can't crit you as often, and if they do, it won't crit as hard. It's not the biggest difference, but at the end of the day, it is an insignia, and if you're going to be rocking an insignia, you may as well go for a better insignia, which is very important anyways at this level, because now people can stun more often. Rogues now have the ability to stun. Paladins can stun even longer than before. So, you know, if anybody's holding you in place, getting sheeped and whatnot, because, you know, as a twink, you're not always going to be fighting noobs. Most people who play twinks already know that though. So we got the Swift Hand of Justice, a little bit of haste, a little bit of health after every kill. Got the Defiler's Talisman, which which would be great if you're tanking, flag carrying with the Arena Grand Master. Healthy amount of shield there. You know what I'm saying? And then we have, I don't have 2. Whoops, must have not been paying attention. And then we got the Rune of Duty, which gives you some stamina, a little bit of health regen. Not the greatest trinket ever, but it's a good starter trinket if you ain't got none of the other ones. And if you're on the engineering side of life, you got the Goblin Mortar, the Shrink Ray, a couple of other joints. There's a whole lot you can have at this level. Y'all know me, man. Defense, baby. Defense. I'm all about defense. Okay, maybe I'll mess around with the other stuff, but for now, it's all about that defense. Next up, we got weapons. We're going to start with the bow. Okay, there are multitudes of bow options. Most of them kind of stink. Realistically, you're going to be working your way to the charmed ancient bow, but until then, where's my bow? Alrighty, I seem to have left it in the bank. I'm lying, I forgot to add a bow yesterday. The Naga Heart Piercer is hands down the best bow you could get at this level with the 5 agility. Nothing comes close until you can get your hands on the ancient bow, like I said, for that 7 AP. Unfortunately for me, on my server, a lot of the boa items do not scale. I just accidentally spoiled an item. So I won't actually be able to use it to kill, but I will be using it as a stat stick. For our single-handed weapons and our shields, this is for our backups if you're playing a protection-like build or if you're playing Fury. Okay, so for all my Fury folks, a good main-hander, you already know, at level 29, nothing comes close to the Zealot Blade, baby. 280 speed, level 29, so it's got best-in-class DPS, baby. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're going for the boa items. For Alliance, you have the absolutely lovely Crescent Moon of Forlorn Spirits. Now, we'll get to it later down the line. It's unfortunate for Horde, fortunate for Alliance. This is a power weapon right here. Put this in your main hand, put this in your offhand, alright? And later down the line, we'll get to the reason why. This is the only weapon that can do this at this level. One of the only. I don't know about only overall, but this is one of the only. For Horty, you know what I'm saying, you do have the Windstorm Hammer though, which is absolutely great for stats. It has absolutely vicious DPS, as you can see, because it's rated at such a high level. 24.0 versus 22, 22.8. Although oddly enough, it is just one off from being a magical weapon. So as powerful as it is, it's not coming close to what the Alliance weapon can pull off, which is unfortunate. If you don't want to do any try-harding to get your hands on the Zealot Blade or Pan an arm and a leg, you could always just pull up to the Warsong Gulch people and get your hands on the Protector or Legionnaire's Blade. Legionnaire being Horty, Protector being Alliance. But if you're playing Alliance, go to Darkshire and get your hands on this weapon immediately. Okay, now if you're planning on playing prot or using a good backup shield, so if you about to come close to dying, somebody beating you up and you about to die, you don't want boom or bam. Now this is a Horty only shield, though not as good as this shield. It has a ton of armor on it. It's just kind of a cool little knick-knack shield, you know what I'm saying? It's got cool little abilities and all that. It's real old school though, so it's slow to really make its way in. Overall though, you're going to be wanting the Marbled Buckler. And like I said earlier, the reason why you're more than likely going to be passing up on the Stone Fist is just simply because it's not as good as the Highlander Defiler's belt. But if you go for that belt, you will not be able to get this shield, which to me, from what I was able to see, is hands down the best shield. 5 strength, 5 agility, 5 stamina, and 5 spirit. Now, I know spirit doesn't do the most, but hey, 4 5s, why not, you know? And now for the big dog status, for all my two-handers out there, you're gonna hands down want to get your hands on the Corpse Maker. 380 speed, 28.9 on the DPS, 15 big strength, 8 stamina. Come on, man. It is a power weapon and a half, and it's gonna be real easy to get because you're gonna be getting this helmet at the same time you're getting this axe. Then of course you're gonna make your way up to the one and only Bloodied Arcanite Reaper. Okay, more DPS, same amount of damage. Okay, a little bit less strength, but a whole lot more stamina, and that added crit. That is the weapon you're gonna be making your way to. Like I said, unfortunately for me though, I mean, shoot, it's barely a difference actually. You know what? You really don't have to go for the Arcanite if you don't truly want to, because the difference ain't that big. Actually, you know what? Oh, I can't even see it though. Like I said, unfortunately for me, my bow weapons do not, they don't scale, so I can't actually count that. But if I had to take a wild guess, I'm gonna say this is actually might be better due to that sheer strength. You're gonna get more damage because you're not getting that much more crit realistically. Oh shoot, yeah, I don't know, you might not even have to go for that realistically. There you go, folks. That is it for gear, but now we need enchantments, do we not? Boom, enchantments. Starting off with number 1, Cloak. We got lesser agility, lesser superior defense. Go with 70 armor, or you could go with a little bit of extra crit. Really depends on what you want, what you're doing. I'm gonna say, considering the amount of rogues and other warriors you're probably gonna be fighting, especially if you're playing in an instance where there's gonna be a lot of other twinks around, you're probably definitely gonna want that superior defense. But if you're in a BG where maybe there's not that much twinks, maybe lesser agility, so you can have more crit for a better chance at absolutely annihilating low levels. But if you fighting other twinks, I would probably definitely say superior defense. The 70 armor is pretty big, and if you could get more damage reduction, that's good, considering a lot of twinks at this level are typically rogues, because the rogue is just disgusting at this level. We're gonna be running some BGs for now, so I'm gonna go with the agility for now, just for a little bit of extra crit. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, shoot, yeah, a little bit indeed. We're gonna switch over to armor. I didn't know it was gonna be that little. Holy, my math was off. We got, for chest plates, we got major health and greater stats. If you're going major health, you're probably gonna be doing some flag carrying. Greater stats all the way though. 4 strength, 4 agility, 4 stamina. Okay. For boots, we got greater agility, minor speed, and greater stamina. Now, if you're running the Defiler's boots, you already got minor speed, and I don't think those two stack. So you'd be either going with greater stamina or greater agility. Okay, I'm going with that agility, of course, or crit. For gloves, we got greater strength or superior agility. I would say if you're probably going to be doing some flag carrying, maybe you want that superior agility just for that armor. But, you know, most typically, you're going to be going with strength or AP, a little bit of parry as well. I backtracked a little bit. For legs, of course, you're going to want that heavy armor kit. A little bit of extra armor never hurt. Okay. For weapons, we have quite a few enchantments. We got potency. Okay. Now, this is where we come back to the axe. Where is it? This axe is rated at item level 35, as where typically everything else in its level is 34. That being said, Alliance, you have the option at 35 and above enchantments, that being potency, and the one and only Mongoose. Now, if you're playing as the Fury spec, Mongoose is hands down going to be what you want. Mongoose is superior. Mongoose is untouchable. If you are not running the Forlorn weapon, then or you could go with the potency for that 20 strength, that's 40 AP. If you're not really looking for you know, the proc rate, although Mongoose has an incredible proc rate, so I would 100% go with Mongoose. Always do. Never ever choose anything over Mongoose. For everybody else though, you go with Fiery Weapon, you got Life Stealing, you got Icy Chill, you know, the classics, Crusader and whatnot. You already know, man, we putting Crusader on the two-hander. At this level too, you really can fluctuate with whatever you want due to the lack of talents. You can mess around with dual wield if you want. You can just really just be dancing around if you want it. And that is it for total enchantments. Now for knickknacks over here on the side, as you can see, we got our flask. We got Elixir of Ogre Strength that increases your strength by 8. With Elixir of Fortitude, gives you 120 extra health. We got the Rumsey Black Label for 15 stamina. Some regular food, so you don't waste your good food, which we don't have actually because nothing's better than Rumsey at this level. You know, swiftness potions, greater healing potions, gotta have those healing potions. You know what I'm saying? All your scrolls, gotta have your scrolls. Strength, stamina, protection, and agility. And for engineering, you can mess around with a few bombs that are pretty great. You know what I'm saying? You can put a landmine at the dang flag. Come on, man. Especially if you're a night elf. If you're a night elf, you're sitting in the flag room, put on Shadow Mail, put a landmine at the flag right in that corner. So as soon as they grab that joint, boom, get hit with some hefty damage, charge in and start beating them. Or you could run around with a sheep by your side that will charge at people and explode. So that's also pretty cool. For glyphs, we are running Glyph of Execution and Glyph of Charge. At this level, you finally can get your hands on Execute. It'd be pretty nice to make that more powerful. Of course, you can switch these around to whatever you might want. And then we shall show you the talents as well, since I always forget to show talents. I always let people know straight off the bat, though, whatever talents I choose is what I choose. These aren't definite. You can switch them around if you want. They're not the best. They're not the worst. They're just simply what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So we got Proved Heroic Strike, Proved Rend, Proved Charge, Arm to the Teeth for more armor, Cruelty for more crit, and Unbridled Wrath for more rage build, and Proved Blood Rage for even more rage build. And boom, folks, that is it. That is all the gear, okay? Like I said, you can have multiples of any of these items if you want, just for mixing and matching and whatnot, just for getting extras here and whatnot, like the Brutal Habark here, which is good for building even more rage. As a matter of fact, where is that chest enchantment? Go ahead and put that on there. Well, that's it, folks. It's time for some PvP. my full self, I was looking at the dang, earlier when I was looking at the 2 Arathor trinkets, I didn't realize, I was like, why do I have 2 of the same trinkets? It wasn't the same. One was Horde and the other one was Alliance. Now, real quick though, I'm gonna show, I will show how the Alliance can get down with this absolutely incredible axe. Because dual wielding at this level is kind of disgusting any dang ways. So, I'm gonna have to show the Alliance how they can get down real quick with this magnificent freaking what is this thing called? With this dang magnificent axe that has Mongoose on it. You got Mongoose and Icy Chill because we're a warrior. People will try to run away. With Icy Chill, we can stop that from happening. Okay? We can stop the attempts of running. Icy Chill with Fiery Weapon. That was a classic mix I used to see people do all the time back in the day. You saw Life Stealing and an Unholy Weapon, Life Stealing and Fiery Weapon. There was combos that worked. Fiery Weapon or Agility. You know what I'm saying? How people used to get down back in the day. Also, I'm about to get on vanilla after this, and I'm gonna record some more 2006 looking videos. I got the unregistered hyper cam, my doo-doo mic with the awful quality, and I just made a secondary setting to where I can turn the noise gate off without affecting my main settings that I normally record on. It's about to be amazing. The 2006 series is here. Somebody gave me some suggestions too. He's like the Shadow Priest is great, but you should do a warrior or a shaman so you can just one hit people. Well, you know what, sir? You are brilliant. I didn't think about that at first. And I just hopped on the Shadow Priest because he was the first person there. Are they coming through? People come through. I guess not. But yeah. Shoot, I didn't think about that. Ain't think about that, baby. I'll probably do the shaman because I won't need too much of a healer following me around. A shaman is their own healer, you know? I'll probably end up doing a whole bunch any dang ways, especially if the videos keep doing that well. Clearly people enjoyed it, so I enjoyed it. That crap was hilarious. Crap was fucking hilarious. Where you going, man? Where you going, man? That Icy Chill be slowing him down. Yeah, dual wielding is fucking busted at this level. I kind of forgot. Two-handers are great, but dual wielding at this level is absolutely busted. You just do so much dang damage. I mean, if you think about it, the DPS on these dual wields are only slightly lower than the two-hander. So now you got 2 together. Come on, man. At this level, that's double the original damage. Now, at a higher level, you're getting around the similar damage, but at this level, you're getting practically double the damage with a way faster attack speed. Won't come back down. I forgot Icy Chill really is a great enchantment, though. Oh, fuck, he just parried me. Hey, look, man, don't make me pull out the bombs. Oh. That crap hit so hard, the damage didn't even pop up. What the fuck is this guy doing? He ain't blow up once. He's just attacking him, doing fucking 30 damage. Oh, he blows up after 3 minutes. I forgot. Okay, this thing kind of sucked. We need that damage right then and there. I thought he was going to charge in and just kaboom. You know what I'm saying? Where my food go? Oh. Got to put it down. Yeah, you know, I thought he was going to be more effective than just simple striking. Maybe we're going to keep spawning there, so we're going to let him spawn somewhere else. We'll take the flag, but we got people at Lumber Mill. Why ain't nobody get... What's the deal with this joint? House is still empty for so long. As you can see, though, dual wielding is pretty dang disgusting. Okay, let's put the two-hander back on, though. For now. That axe is just nasty. And then you pair it up with the one and only Zela blade. You got the perfect opposites. 160 speed with a 280 speed. Although usually with the warrior, it's all good to run 2 slow weapons. It's usually the rogue where you want one slow, one fast. fast in the offhand, slow in the main hand, just so they're perfectly balanced and whatnot. With the warrior, doesn't matter much. You could have 2 freaking atomically slow weapons, you'll be fine. You can have 2 fast weapons too if you want, really. I had a warrior. It's just bad on rage build. It's not the best for building rage when you roll with 2 very fast weapons. Crusader just proc. How much AP does that put us at? 100 strength. 700. That's a decent level 50 right there. We have as much AP as a level 50. Or a horribly under-geared level 60. Back in vanilla, he got a full set of fucking nothing. What kind of gear that would be. I need this dang sheep out of here. I can't use none of my bombs because he's still running around. Cooldown starts upon leaving combat. Well, I can't leave combat with this turd. It's a good thing I never actually suggested people to use you. You kind of stink, sir. I'll be honest. What's going on here? Little paladin? Miss. Don't do that. Yeah. Get an opportunity to even kind of maybe fight back. I can't swing on him because he's too close. Oh, there we go. Look at my dang sheep. Where the fuck do you think you're going, sir? Oh no, he did not just hammer justice me. Oh shoot, they got the fucking whole group pulling up. I ain't getting no heals out here. Time to go. I'm getting heals now, but I'm already gone. I'm dead. I may have gone overboard. I need to put my defense trinkets back on. I can't do nothing with this dang sheep. I can't. My fucking grenades. Where my dang trinket at? Oh, here we go. Dang sheep out here. This thing sucks. My landmines for Warsong Coach though. All he doing is attacking and doing no damage. Dang sheep. Go on, sir. Yeah, you get a fucking ridiculous amount of damage. You get a pretty ridiculous amount of damage when you dual wield. I kind of should have let people know of that. I didn't think about it. Unless they watch through and now they're watching this part. Because if they are, then they'll know now. Because I forgot how disgusting dual wielding is at this level. I mean, you're literally getting pretty much double the original damage you were getting. Of course, it's not like those big fucking lovely hits that you get when you're dual wielding. I mean, when you're using a single two-hander, but holy. Like, look at this. Too overpowered. Look at this. It's fucking gnome. Get off me, man. He blasting the crap out of me, ain't he? Oh, shoot. We dead as fuck now. I'm victorious. My victory rush is not healing me. I was wondering that this whole time. I'm like, am I getting heals from victory rush? I am not. Why something always gotta be broken? Huh. Put my buffs back on. I mean, we holding forward though, so it's really all good. Yeah, this dual wielding is something special. It really is. I mean, I'm just gonna keep bum rushing into him, duh. Like that's what we do anyways, right? Level. What the fuck? That's what we do any dang ways. Level 50, level 29. We fucking geared up. We gonna do play normally? How you missed 3 different hits? What the fuck? We gonna do carefully, strategically? Not at no well-geared warrior. I mean, I'm wasting a lot of buffs, but I get this stuff back. Fine. I just want to kill crap, you know. We bum rushing in. bum rushing in to as many people as we can. Duck it, you know. Got to put the blades on, actually. Oh my goodness, there's so many people. Oh, shoot. He said, ah! You going, sir? Just knocking people over, baby. You going, freaking gnome? I can't see this dude. He too dang little. Blacksmith is ours now. Now we just freaking going crazy with it. How many people did we knock down before we died? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the love to dual wielding. This is kind of freaking busted. I kind of forgot how busted dual wielding is at this level. Let me see. Because the axe is 88, 132 on 28 DPS per second, right? The dual wielding, 4381. But the DPS is not too far behind. So yeah, in terms of like the big hits, you might be getting less. But considering you're dual wielding and not getting even the biggest difference in damage, it's disgustingly busted. It really is. And casters though, these fucking warlocks, boy. That's why your boy was playing a warlock back in the day. They busted as fuck. How I used to play my warlock back in the day. This food stink. I'm only gonna get half the health. I would fear people and let the curses do all the damage and let my pet just strike them in the back. And then I would fear them again. And then very rarely would I do a main shadow bolt hit. I need to try that again, see if I can still pull it off. It was a technique that had to be done. And when you do it, oh my goodness. It really was busted. When you do it right, oh man. Talk about feeling like you untouchable, literally. The problem is, it would never actually give people an opportunity to fight back. So they just keep getting feared over and over. These dang curses, and this is exactly what I mean. Them curses hit hard as fuck. So you'll be sitting there thinking like, oh man, I'm good. But them curses, oh my goodness, them curses be eating away. You'll look up and you'll be like, whoa, where the fuck did all my health go? Them dang curses, boy. I used to just spam that crap over and over. Fear, corruption, mutilate, agony. While my pet's attacking, fear. I'm about to make a level 29, give them some decent gear, because my gear wasn't too bad. It wasn't the greatest. I definitely wasn't no twink status. But it was pretty decent. I did a lot of dungeons. So it was alright, you know what I'm saying? It was middle. I wasn't bad, but I wasn't great. I'm about to test that crap out and see if I can pull it off. But there you go, folks. Level 29 warrior, absolutely busted, especially for Alliance. You're gonna have the ability to get this lovely axe and the greatest enchant in the game, man. If it wasn't for the fact that Mongoose is outdated in the modern day, it would still be incredible. You get haste and a crap ton of agility. It's busted. Your crit flies through the freaking roof. But anyways, it's been your boy, Jadon Legendary. I'm out.